Hello, welcome to A Tinge Ginge. Today I'm going to be showing you some of the new pickups I've got. Now I've only got two snakes. One of them I've had for quite a while, the other one I've only recently picked up. And I wanted to sort of show them both off together just because I knew I was getting them both. So they've both had a couple of feeds, which is brilliant, so that they've put on a little bit of size, got a little bit more chunk to them, and they have both actually recently shed within the last 2-3 days. So it just shows that their colours are going to come through a little bit more hopefully on the camera, and it just shows off what good examples they really are. I'm also going to give you a little sneak peek of what my next video is going to be about. So if you've watched my videos before, you know I've got my custom Hatchling sort of grow on tubs down here that I've made myself, 3D printed a lot of stuff for them. They are officially finished. I've done everything I can think of. I think they're probably the most heavily modified Hatchling box / rack you can find. So yeah, it's definitely been interesting. I've been doing a lot of work with them, trying to figure out what I wanted to do with them, how to improve them even more for my own sort of what I want them to do and things like that. And I think I've got to the point where they are literally perfect. The snakes are doing really well in them. They're all shedding perfectly, feeding weekly without fail. And yeah, I've not had any issues whatsoever, so I'm really happy with the way they've turned out. So what we'll do is we're going to get these snakes out. I've got a few other little bits I'm probably going to show you here and there, but yeah, the main part of this is going to be about these new pickups, so we're going to dive straight into them. And work in this room is actually slowly getting, so as you can see I've got my worktop here. This worktop actually used to sit on top of these tubs, and it's quite a heavy worktop, so it was sort of making it really difficult to get these drawers open. So I've actually raised it up now. It's almost like a floating shelf kind of thing, so that's all up there. Perfect height for sort of what I need to do for my filming and things like that. So really happy with that. Now that's in place, I can start getting some painting done. I'm working on some aluminium welding and things like that, so I do need to put these sort of raised up a little bit so they come a little bit higher up just to get them off the floor. But yeah, that's a new feature that I've finally got in place now. I'm really happy with the way that looks. But yeah, these little tubs, as you see, I've not got them marked up yet, but I will be doing a full video on this from start to finish of how they look just on their own to all the little modifications I've made. So I'm not going to go too much into that now. The main focus of this video is to have a look at the snakes basically, so you can see what they are. And I did actually show this previously. As I said, I've been working on these. You can see these are my custom hides that I've made for these tubs, and yeah, they both absolutely love it. Now these are both getting a little bit too big now, so I will be upgrading these to just a normal size tub. So it'll be a case of just taking this divider out, and they'll have this whole tub to themselves. And yeah, it should do them a little bit better, give them a little bit more space. But you can see they're both in their hides. They absolutely love them. They're absolutely spot on. You can see they're sort of curled up in there and they're loving it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of move the light over because it is quite dark, and I do like my room to be fairly dark. I do dim the lights in here just because I think it's better for the snakes. They sort of prefer it, but I'm going to get a little bit of light over it just to show them off a little bit more, show their patterns and colours, and yeah, talk you through what they are. So the first one I'm going to show you is this little guy here. Now we all know that snakes, no matter how much you try and get the filter right and the lighting right, they just do not look that nice on camera compared to how they look in real life. So the colours on this aren't really come through. It looks quite washed out on this, but sort of along this dorsal line, these patterns along here, they're a lot more yellow in person. This blushing around that, the darkness is a lot darker. So yeah, it doesn't come out in person really, but I think that is partly down to the genes in this. So I have posted this on my Instagram already to show it off. So this is my Blitz butter. Now I'm not a big fan of the butter gene and the lesser gene. I don't really like what it does to most genes, but that's mainly because I am a dark gene kind of guy. I like going with the darker contrast and stuff. I do have some butter and some, actually no, I don't have lesser in my collection. I've only got butter, and that was something that I just sort of happened to come across in one of the snakes that I bought. But the main focus on this was the Blitz gene. Now I think the Blitz and the Trick and the Hurricane, they're all sort of kind of linked together. I think there's talks of they're all kind of the same, but they all do slightly different things and things like that. So I don't really care, to be honest. Blitz is something I've been looking at a while. There's a few people over in the States. I think Olympus Reptiles was the first one that I saw working with the Blitz gene, and they sort of paired it to the calico and things like that, and they're coming out with some really cool stuff out there. And the Blitz does look like it is quite a dark gene as well, which I'm quite excited to work with. Getting it into clown, things like that. If you've seen hurricane clowns, trick clowns, they look absolutely incredible. So that is something that I'm going to be going down the line of. Hopefully I can sort of get the butter out of it so I don't have the butter gene floating around, but it's just one of the things that comes with it. But what I really like about the Blitz gene, same with the hurricane and stuff, it's got that hook in. You can see there was another guy from Muscle Serpents University, I think it is, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but he says they have like those sort of bodybuilder poses sort of thing. So if I flick around here, you've got that sort of guy standing there flexing his arms. That's that sort of bodybuilder pose that they talk about. And the hooking as well, you can see here there's hooking just up there. That's what you sort of look for in them sorts of genes. And yeah, really excited to work with this. I don't think there's many people working with the Blitz side of it. I know there's loads of people like Ross McKee that are working with Hurricane. A few other people are working with Trick and things like that. So it's going to be really interesting to sort of get this into a few genes and compare it to see if it's anything similar to what they're working with. And yeah, it's going to be a nice project to work with. Now, he's only, I haven't weighed him recently, but I think he's sort of about 260, 270 grams in a minute. He's really chunky, he's smashing food straight away. And as I said, this tub over here is probably, it's getting a little bit too small for him. I wanted to put him straight into that tub with the hides, just so they did feel a little bit more comfortable, and they literally ate the next day. I've got him set up in the tub, fed him the next day, and he fed straight away, and it was the same for the other snake that I'm about to show you. So yeah, really happy with this pickup. I was quite lucky to get this. It's one of those things that I don't think you have time to think about. If it's something that you're interested in, you want, rather than thinking about it, I think you just have to grab it. I think Paul from Urban Constrictors was talking about this, and he said that he had somebody on the phone asking about a snake, and somebody put a deposit down while he was on the phone. So yeah, it's one of those things that if you see something come up, don't give it much thought. If it's something you're interested in, then I would say just go for it, because if I didn't go for it, then I probably wouldn't have this animal, and I definitely wouldn't have this animal over here. So yeah, always go for it. It's always worth the risk, I think. Always try something new as well. Try and do something different to what everybody else is doing. I've got loads of plans to get this into sort of, I'm working with GHI, blackhead. I've also got some bongo stuff on the go, getting into cinnamon, leopard and all that sort of stuff, and then all that will be merged into clown eventually. So he's starting to wake up now. So yeah, I'm going to get him back because he's getting a little bit excited. I think it's because I've got the lights turned up, but yeah, we'll get him back in and I'll show you what the other one is. This little guy looks like he's going to take a pop shot at me. He's super feisty, this little one, which is nice, because again, this other guy, I literally had him here a day, maybe a day and a half. Thought I'd try him with a bit of food, and he took straight away again for me, which is fantastic. And he's had multiple meals since he's been here, so he's definitely looking to have a go. I love these hides that I've done. Literally, I've thought so long about the design for these, and I'm super happy with the way that they've eventually turned out. Super happy. So this is the guy that I teased on my Instagram, that I posted a picture. It was a bit blurry, and just said if anyone can have a guess of the genes, then it'd be a bit of fun to try and find out. But yeah, this guy, as you can see, he has freshly shed. He looks absolutely incredible. Now, a few people got it right. So this is a pastel GHI clown. Now, this guy is going to push me ahead of my projects by, I don't know, it's probably going to save me 4 years of work, because by the time I sort of got my GHI, bred to my clowns, hopefully hit a GHI male, grew that up, and then got that into another female that would be ready to try and get a visual. There's a lot of play. You've got to get the male, you've got to get the GHI in the male, and then you've got to get that back to the female and hope you hit another GHI with the clown, because it would be a het to a visual. So there's a lot of possible outcomes, and trying to hit the one you want is sometimes you're not that lucky. But this is going to be an absolute game changer for me, and as you can see, this guy is absolutely incredible. I love the head stamp on it. Now, I'm not a big fan of pastel. I'm actually trying to get pastel out of my collection completely, just because it just doesn't work with the sort of things that I want to go down. So I'll probably will keep one or two, I'll probably will keep one, maybe two animals in my collection that have got pastel, but everything else that has pastel I probably will be moving on. Yeah, just because it just doesn't fit my plans. But look at this, the GHI, the clown, the pastelness, I think they go so well together. You can see how crisp them lines are. I don't know if I can That's as far as I can zoom in without it getting too blurry. And yeah, his pattern is, I'm just going to put this guy back, his pattern is absolutely incredible. Even on the body, the lines on him, a lot of people said he was sort of a GHI Mojave clown, and I can see where they're coming from. You've got that sort of, that subtle blushing that comes up the sides along the dorsal line. It does have that sort of look to it, but yeah, there's no Mojave, it's literally just GHI, clown and pastel. And this guy I was super lucky to get. I don't think there's many of these around at the minute. I did have a little look on Morph Market, and yeah, I don't think there's many of these for sale in the UK, if any. There's a couple over in Europe, but with everything going on, it is quite tricky to get animals brought over in a minute. But yeah, super lucky. Worth every penny that I paid for him, and he's gonna push my project, like I said, so far ahead of the future. It's unreal. At the minute, I have just a straight male clown who I've been pairing to everything, just because I wanted to get a powerhouse male clown, and I just couldn't find the right one. And as soon as this popped up, GHI is one of the biggest things I wanted to get into clown, and as soon as this popped up, I had to take it. I couldn't say no, basically. Whatever the price, I was going to have it. So yeah, once this guy is up to size, I'll be swapping him with my male clown that I've been rotating through a few of the girls, and this little chap will be doing majority of work. Now he's going to be a busy boy by the end of the year if he is up to size. There's probably, oh god, 7 females that I think I've got lined up for him, and this year for me it's just going to be about making as many hets as I can to hold back. Mainly females, but some of them are going to be males as well, depending on the genes I hit. But I do want to try and get quite a few females to hold back to grow up, just for future plans, basically. Trying to sort of merge all them genes in together and create some really special stuff. I have got a few females growing up in the racks below me that aren't clowns, not het for clown, so he will be going to them as well to sort of try and get them genes in. Like I said, I've got the bongo, I've got some bamboo, I've got some special stuff, loads of little bits down here, and again, once I get clown into those, making those hets, it's just a case of moving forward for the future and getting them all in together really, and seeing what combos I can make. So yeah, really happy with this guy. Super chuffed with the pattern on him. I think he's a really nice example. He's not big. I think he's probably about 215 grams, but he has just eaten, so that's probably why he looks a little bit more chunky. But that's his 3rd meal he's had now, so yeah, he's doing absolutely incredible. Again, I think that is down to these hides that I've put in the tubs. That just made it feel a little bit more secure and got them feeding a bit quicker. But once I do transfer these into a large tub, they should start growing like weeds and cracking on that size. Hopefully I can get them into the females. But yeah, so happy. This is probably my I don't know, definitely top 3 snakes I've got in my collection right now. I am sad that I didn't produce it myself, but it would have been probably 3 to 4 years of work to try and get to this stage. And it's just one of those things where I've got all the ingredients, it's just a case of putting them together. So this is definitely going to push me ahead by absolute miles. So yeah, I think everyone will agree he's absolutely stunning, absolutely incredible. I know this has got pastel in, and I've said I don't really like the pastel, but this sort of, when I saw him, it did kind of change my mind about the pastel. So obviously he is going to be one of the ones staying in the collection. He's even got a little bit of a ringer there. I don't know if that is anything to do with GHI and clown, being he's got a little bit of a ringer there, so maybe he's got something else going on here. I don't really know. I will have to double check what his actual pairing was, but I didn't actually buy him from the guy who bred him. I bought him through a third party basically, so I don't actually know what else is in him. It could be something else, could be something making him the pattern on it enhanced a little bit more than what it would be, but I'm super happy nonetheless, and if anything else comes out, it's just a bonus. So I thought I'd give you just a quick update on these guys. Well, as you can see, they're getting absolutely huge now. They will be outgrowing this in the next sort of 2 months, so I will be putting them into the pond in the garden, and I've just redone the net on the pond as well, because we've been having some problems with herons. So I've made like a sort of an arched netting, sort of raise the netting up a little bit higher just to try and deter the heron a little bit more. But I've been out there, if I could shoot it I would, but you're not allowed to because they are protected. But it's just one of them things. But yeah, I thought I'd show you these guys quickly. They are getting absolutely huge. Let me just quickly feed them because they are literally like piranhas. They are biting at the fingertips before I've even got the food in. Just wait till you see. They sort of got a little bit rolled up already because they know the rattle of the tub needs getting fed. But before I've even got food in, look at them. They go absolutely crazy. And as soon as the food goes in, splashing away, chomping away, and they are literally prized. This is probably about the 20th time I've fed them today, but when I come in the morning, feed them, they go absolutely crazy. I do need to clean this glass as well. There's a little bit of stuff built up on the inside of that, but yeah, they're doing absolutely incredible. And yeah, I'm super excited for these to get double this size so I can see them swimming around the pond. I literally can't wait. I don't know what I'm more excited about, these guys getting big or the new eggs that I've got coming out. Now I will be doing an update on my eggs that are in the incubator. They've probably got about 30 days left till they're going to hatch. I normally cut a little bit early as well, just because I like to make sure I know what's going on. So the next video that comes out that I'll be doing on my custom tubs, I'll be doing a little update video on that as well, just so you can see how they're getting on, because I have had an issue with one of the eggs. So it might be worth watching that video just to see how I treat eggs that look like they're going a bit bad and have a little bit of mould and things like that. So that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, I've had a few little sneak peeks, so you've seen the new boxes, you've seen a little bit about what's coming out, but if you want to know what I've actually done to it, how I've modified it, how the bowl locking mechanism works so they can't tip the bowls over, and I've got magnets in the hide so that holds the hide in place, and I've even got like a little runner that goes on the inside of the main box that stops them getting over. I've done so much to these tubs that I've changed them so many times. God knows how much plastic I've gone through 3D printing bits for it, but I've gotten to a stage where there's physically nothing I can add to it. There's nothing I can change to make it better. So yeah, I'm really excited for you to see them. There's a few tarty bits on it as well, because if you watch my channel you know I'm quite tarty. I like things to be nice. So yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. Definitely well worth seeing what's going on with that egg as well. I think it's doing okay. In the next video I probably will candle it just to see how it's looking, but I think I caught it just in time. So yeah, it'd be worth watching that just so I can show you what I talk about and do with those sorts of things. But yeah, apart from that I don't really have much else to show you. I mean, all the females are doing really well. I've got a couple that have gone off food, a couple that have gone into sheds. I don't know if they're pre-day sheds or not. I haven't seen ovulations yet. The girl that laid those eggs, she's doing brilliant. She's absolutely smashing food down, so it's really nice to see her rebound like that. But yeah, that's all I've got for you, I'm afraid. I've been a little bit quiet because work has just been picking up for me. Even through the whole COVID, I've been working flat out through everything. Work hasn't stopped for me, so I'm quite grateful in a way, but again, it has been quite hard to get these videos up because there's so much I need to film and I just don't have the time to do it. But yeah, this little video I'll be filming in the next couple of days, so that'll probably be out Thursday, Friday next week. But yeah, definitely go check it out. It's definitely worth a watch. Definitely subscribe to the channel because I've got loads more coming up, especially with the aluminium racks I'm making. I'm making aluminium rodent racks. I'm also making aluminium snake racks for adults, grow-ons, things like that. And I've got to make them very precise because the space I have in here isn't brilliant. So yeah, it's going to be a case of making them as perfect as I can, as well as keeping them all in here. So that's definitely going to be worth a watch. It's not going to be until probably 3-4 weeks, just because I'm still practicing my welding, but I'm getting there. It's getting better, so who knows what I could make. So thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Head over to my Instagram, check out everything I'm doing there, because everything gets updated on there before here. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one.